Okay, so ever since we've made the boots, we've got a lot of questions on why our boots don't typically look like a motorcycle boot, if they're Goodar welted, and we've heard a lot of them. So this video is about demystifying the motorcycle boot. First, why Goodar welting doesn't work in motorcycle boots. Now, Goodar welting is this new fad. It's a good thing. And a couple of motorcycle boots seem to be Goodar welted. But why trip machine boots not Goodar welted? Because it's not necessary. To understand this, let's look at what exactly is Goodar welting. Now, Goodar welting is basically welting the sole with the upper leather. It goes all the way through. It's a great thing and it will make your shoe last forever. Basically, when your sole gets old, you remove the sole and you put in a new one. And now your shoe is going to last 100 years. But if you look at a motorcycle boot, the purpose of it is to protect you during a slide. Now, as a shoe gets old, the protection and the abrasion resistance of the materials inside will also lose some of its protective nature. And hence, just like a helmet, you should be changing your motorcycle boots every 3 to 4 years. Now, since the intention of the motorcycle boot is not to last a lifetime, Goodar welting them is only going to increase the cost of making it. Also, come to think of it, when was the last time you took your shoes to a cobbler and asked them to change the full sole? Second, motorcycle boots do not have steel toes. Steel toes are used in safety boots that are used on the construction site, where there's danger of things falling from the top. A motorcycle boot protects you during the slide, and hence the two important things for a boot are its abrasion resistance and its impact resistance. Hence, motorcycle boots have hardened TPU at the high impact areas, which is the toe, the heel and the ankle. It is also important that the rest of the boot has a good degree of abrasion resistance, because you don't know how you will slide. A good quality thick leather is the material of choice because leather has a very high abrasion resistance. That's the reason why race suits are made of leather. Third, gear shifter patches define motorcycle boots. Now, this is one of those things that really annoy me. You know that small patch of leather on your left boot that's supposed to give you that extra protection from your gear shifter? Now, that was useful when bikes were heavy and gear shifting was a bit painful. Modern bikes have one of the smoothest gear shiftings, and hence that patch of leather is completely useless. What it does do though is make the boot asymmetrical in design, which literally ruins the way it looks. Modern bikes have one of the smoothest gear shiftings, and hence that patch of leather is completely useless. Fourth, motorcycle boots don't need to look or feel bulky. Now, technology has advanced. To increase the safety of the boot, you don't necessarily need to use the same materials and make your boot heavy. What your boot does need to do is give you abrasion resistance to a degree that makes it a safe motorcycle boot. On the contrary, if your motorcycle boot is actually comfortable, it'll make you ride better since it won't make you feel alien while wearing them. Fifth, all motorcycle boots need to be waterproof. Now, waterproofing is great, but come to think of it, how many times have you been riding in heavy rain? For normal showers and drizzles, a boot necessarily does not need to be waterproof. Waterproofing has one big demerit. It affects the breathability of the shoe. Come to think of it, if it doesn't let water in, it will also not let water out. Which means if you ride in hot, humid conditions, your sweat will remain with your feet. So for everyday riding, not having waterproof might actually be a good thing. These are some of the myths that we've been hearing, and so I thought I should answer them. What are some of the other questions that you have? Let us know in the comments below.